What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again today. And I know this is I'm doing a live stream today, second video of the day, technically, but I decided I owed one since I haven't done franchise mode in a while, as it's been a few days, been a little busy. But I wanted to finally get into this, so well, now we're gonna get into season two, where we're building up towards something great, hopefully. So we made some acquisitions in the off season. We edited our lines and we look ready to go. We acquired Andre Palat. We acquired Vlad Nemestikov, David Perron, Derek Ryan. We brought Janik up from the minors, Max Domi. Hopefully he's gonna get better. We brought Gunther up from the CHL. Shane Wright we drafted. Basically a whole just redo. Kept Chikrin around. He went up to 88. We have Klingberg, Timmins we brought up, Soderstrom still here, Kolichonik we brought up, Gostisbehere still here in goaltending. We now have Ilya Sorokin and Ville Husso, so our goaltending is solid. I was debating whether or not. Wait, I did not mean to do that. Debating whether or not to switch Palat and Perron around. Now that I think about it, since how old is Palat? Palat's 31, Perron is 34. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. I mean, this would give me a +2 if I moved Keller down, but that's not something I want to do. And Perron's, he's already 34. He's got an X factor. He can give some leadership to McBain, who's 22. Nemestikov, he can play depth. Yeah, all right. All right, let's get into the season here. Uh, okay, that's just stuff. All right, so first game we have against Calgary. We did the preseason last time. We did all of our scouting, so maybe we'll do that at the end of this episode, depending on how much time we have. So game one in Calgary to start the season. Hopefully we're going for a winning season this time around. So hopefully we get that. First period, Johnny Gaudreau scores on the power play, so Calgary was able to keep him around in this universe. But Jacob Chikrin gets the first goal of the season, followed by Barrett Hayden. 5-2 Arizona. Sean Monahan back from injury, but Andre Palat, Clayton Keller on the power play, and Keller then score. Calgary ties it, of course. Majapani, Hannafin, and Ruzicka. And okay, we get the win in a shootout. Shane Wright and Gunther, our young guns, coming in clutch. Very nice. Good first win of the season. Not giving up the lead, though. Keller with 3 points in that game. Alright, so now we're going to simulate probably the first 41 games of the season. And let's hopefully get some wins here, get a good push going. Maybe make some noise in the playoffs if we bring in some pieces at the deadline for next episode. But we'll see. Now, game 2 against Seattle, in Seattle. 4-0. Gostisbehere, Hayden, Domi, and Keller. Phenomenal. And they already took out Grubauer after the third goal. Still 4-0. 4-2 with Tanev and Kopp getting on the board for Seattle. 2-0. Keller with 6 points. Wow. This is why he's our captain. He's gonna lead this team. He's been here through the tough times. Those tough times are over, even though this is our first year technically in the college arena. But we're gonna pretend that doesn't exist, and we're going right to the Tempe arena. Still on the road. Shane Wright and Dylan Gunther with their first NHL goals, and then Carrier scores on Sorokin. David Perron scores, followed by Sissons to make it 3-2. And we get the win. Gunther again with Johansson scoring on first, but Gunther and then Hayden with the empty netter with 9 seconds. And we are 3-0 on this road trip to start the season. Yeah, we actually won all 3 games out on the road to start the season. That is fantastic. Alright, playing Calgary again. We played Calgary 3 times in the first month. We're finishing up with Calgary real quick. No goals. Backlund scores on Sorokin. And we get shut out in our home opener. Win all the games on the road and then lose the home opener in a shutout. Ah, fantastic. That's something that would happen. But you know what? We started the season off 3-0. That's the right way to start. Just continue the success. If we win 3 out of every 4 games, we'll be in. That's 75 out of 100. So in an NHL season, that's like 60 games. No goals in the first. No goals in the second. And Gunther scores to make it 1-0, but then Pareko, Kyrou, and Shen. All of our early success is being unraveled here at home. Clearly, we're a road team. If we go to Calgary and win, and then San Jose and win, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, we have another road trip: Calgary, San Jose, Seattle to end off the month. No goals. Calgary scores 3, and we get shut out again by Calgary. So after winning the first 3, we've now lost the next 3. We scored 1 goal in those 3. San Jose now. Domi and Hayden with Burns and Meyer. No goals in the second. And McBain scores, but Fleury's in net for San Jose, but LeBanc gets 2 on Sorokin. What's going on? We won the first 3 games. Barrett, Hayden at least doing bits. Keller scores on the power play. Gunther scores. And Palat scores as we get our first shutout of the season in Seattle. Close my window as the planes can get pretty loud. Real quick. Alright. So now we have against Minnesota at home to start November. Zuccarello on the power play. No goals. And then we score 3. Keller, Perron, and Ghost on the empty netter on the final one. Fantastic. Back above 500. Keller a point a game. That's what we want to see. Colorado taking a big lead, 8-2 to start the season. And then Detroit's 8-1. Now we play Colorado, the Rangers, and Winnipeg on this homestand. Keller and Keller. Confer scores on Sorokin. And we beat Colorado with Palat getting the winner with Landeskog scoring late, but it's not enough. All right, now we play the Rangers in the back-to-back. Gunther and the power play, and then Nemestikov scores. Well, Carlson is with the New York Rangers. What a twist. Keller and Wright, and then Panarin scores for the Rangers. And Schmaltz scores for us, so there we go. Very good, very good. We're racking the wins back up after those 4 losses that went horribly. We'll do a check-in at around the 21 game mark to see how the team's doing. We're actually catching up on Colorado now. I'm not expecting them to win the division yet. Winnipeg, Perfetti, and DeMello. And we get shut out for the 3rd time this year already. We either can score in bunches or we can't score, it seems. Seattle's 3-9, looking for the 2nd year in the league. And it looks like they're not doing much better than they were the 1st year. Gunther and then Donskoy to offset it. There we go. Schmaltz, Keller, and Chychrun. Are you kidding me? This team is 3-9 and they just did that. That's unacceptable. How do you do that? I don't get that. How are you How are you winning 4-1 and then lose 5-4? Looking at you, Toronto. If like anything less than playoffs, the season is a failure. That's how I'm taking it. Palat and Gunther on the power play. Achari. San Jose with Appleton and Balsers, and we lose again. We're back to 500 because we just win game. We win 4 in a row, we lose 4 in a row. We win 3 in a row, we lose 3 in a row. What the heck? What is this? Now we have back-to-backs with Vegas, who coming off a loss, but have a winning record. Okay, Wright and Keller. Brossois in net. McBain scores. Stevenson makes it 3-1. And then Hayden and Schmaltz on the power play, so. Good win at home against Vegas. Now let's go to Vegas. And Anaheim. Keller already with 10 goals in 15 games. Very good, very good. Alright, back-to-back with Vegas. Hayden and Perron. Keller on the power play. And, I can't... How do you even pronounce this guy's name? Gauthier? Or is it French, like Gauthier? I don't know. Huso is in net for this one, so... Huso should still be a good goalie. Should still be on the rise. We're currently on a wild card spot. However, if we win a game, though, we jump up to the right before the first place in the division because our division seems to suck. And alright, now we've got a back-to-back with Anaheim, who is a losing record, so we'll probably lose to them because that's just how this game works. Zegras, yep, gets shut out. How did I see that one coming, game? Been shut out 4 times this season already in 17 games. Alright, Capitals, Devils, and then I saw the Oilers. Okay, Mantha and Backstrom scores shorthanded. Kuznetsov on the power play. Carlson, 8-1. 8-1. Is Washington even good? Like, if they're not even in a playoff spot, I might lose it. Okay, they're second in their division. But the same amount of wins as us. They got to the same amount of wins as us with that. You know, against the Devils. We'll finish the month of November, and then we'll do a check-in. Alright, Palat on the power play. Keller on the power play while Mercer gets 2. Heischer and Holtz. Yep, we lose again. Now we play a team we're tied with in the division. Would not be surprised if we lose and fall down to last in the division, because that's what happens. Soderstrom and Gauthier. Okay, we actually pulled off the win, thank God. Now against Edmonton, and then Chicago, and then we shall be done with the first part of the season. What the heck? There we go. Alright, we're 10-10. Can we go 50 and like 12 for the rest of the year? That'd be fantastic. Gosh, Despair and Keller. Puljujärvi. Hayden with the empty netter. Nice. Okay, well, I'll have game 22, and then we shall see how the rest of the league is faring. Big game against if you want to get back into this. Connolly scores shorthanded, and then Wright scores on Lankinen. McBain scores, but then Doc and Dmitry Yaskin is on Chicago. And Chicago wins with Bodan. And yet we're only 2 points out of a playoff spot. Alright, we have 60 games left. Let's check in. We're 11-11. Failure enough. That's failure enough. How's the minor league team doing? 13, 9, and 1. Nate Smith, 19 points in 23 games. Not bad. Let's come back to the NHL, and let's check how the stats are. Schmaltz with 18 points, 15 assists. Wright with 16 points. He moved up from 78 now. Gunther, 15 points. Palat, 14. Hayden, 12. Chychrun, 12. Perron, 8. Klingberg, 8. With no goals. Goss to spare, 6. McBain, 4. Soderstrom, 4. Janik, 4. Domi, 3. Nemestikov, 2. Kolchinik, 2. Timmins, 1. Minus 11 for you. Let's look at the goalies. Sorokin, 8 and 5 with 1 shutout, 9-13. Huso, 3 and 6 with a 905. So it's Huso that's killing me. Let's look at the minor league really quick. 7 and 7, 6-2 and why is Coronar playing if he's doing like this? Like how does this work? Let's look at the rest of the league goaltending, I guess. Francois, Jari, Markstrom, Hart, Demko, Smith, Bobrovsky, Ottinger, Kemper. Who's Kemper with? With Detroit. He chose Detroit in this scenario. All skaters. Yeah. Oh, Keller we have in the top 10. We have some Stars. We have some Bruins. We have a Canuck. Some Avs. A Shark. And a Coyote. Alright. How's the AHL looking? Scott Reedy. Alright. James Neal. Yes. Martin Ferk. A legend. Yoel Kiviranta, who somehow is not in the NHL, even though he scored a hat trick in the playoffs. Not even gonna ask that. Alright. Let's look at the actual stats. Entire league. Calgary's first with 15, 6, and 3. Then Pittsburgh, Colorado. Okay. Goals for, let's take a look. We're among the worst. Goals against. Not in either. Power play percentage. We're among the worst. Penalty kill. Neither. San Jose has not lost away from home. I don't know, my home record is so bad. It's not bad enough, apparently, because it's not in either the good or bad side. Alright, let's move on. We have 19 more games to do, I think. Yeah. Alright. Against the Islanders, let's go. Hopefully you have a better second half of the first part. Keller, Kalyanshonik, and Timmins. There we go. We got some 5-0. Palat and Hayden. 5-0 shutout. That's the way we wanted to start. Hopefully that can continue. Now against Boston, who's had a very good start to the year. 3-1. Craig Smith scores on the power play, but Timmins and this is the same lineup that scored last game. What the heck? Taylor Hall scores. Dylan Gauthier and short-handed again. What is going on with our power play that they keep scoring short-handed? I see Keller with over a point a game, and I think if I can get him to 100 points, then my mission here is done. Alright, down to Columbus. Or not down to Columbus, we're staying in Arizona, but we're playing Columbus, who's 8-13 and 2. That's how you know we're about to lose this game. Shane Wright. Okay, we actually get a shutout. Shane Wright gets the only goal. Fantastic. So far in the second part of the season, we've let in 3 goals, and that was all in one game. Doesn't matter how you get the wins as long as you get them. Now we're against Vancouver. Similar record to ours. Timmins and Hayden, but Garland scores to make it close. McBain gets the winner with 36 seconds left. Besser like tied it, and then McBain. McBain scored some clutch goals for us, and now that's 3 in a row. Now I think four in a row. And now we play in Anaheim. We're climbing our way back up the standings. Big game on the schedule against Detroit on the 13th. We're gonna lose to Anaheim. They're 10-15-2, and they shut us out 4-0. We're gonna lose. Watch. Palat scores. Hayden on the power play. Silverberg score. It's Huso in net. Anaheim scores. McTavish on the power play, and here's where we lose. Oh no, we actually grew. I don't know who that is. And then Barrett Hayden again. Overtime. We get the win. John Klingberg with his first goal as a member of the Coyotes. Very nice, very nice. Big goal for us. Better to be 16-11 than 15-11-1. Keller's been slowing down on the point totals, but he's still over a point a game, so I could allow it. However, I'd like to be him to be consistent. Now against Detroit, they've fallen off a little since their pretty big start, but let's see if we can continue that fall. Never mind. Svankist on the power play. Edmondson shorthanded. Vrana, Suter, Zadina. Nick Schmaltz makes it 5-1, and then Sundqvist again. No goals in the second. 8-1. Suter and Ernie. You've lost 8-1 at home to Washington and Detroit. That's unbelievable, to be honest. Alright, now we play Carolina and Winnipeg. And then we have a back-to-back with St. Louis and Minnesota. There we go. Wright, and McBain. And then D'Angelo scores for Carolina. Carolina ties it, of course. Aho and Svechnikov. Go to overtime. The shootout. Come on, guys. Nice. Wright again. Might as well give him the hat trick, and Keller gets the other one. Alright, game 30 of the season. Here we go. Trying to get win number 18. I would have preferred to be at win number 20 by now. But we're catching up in the standings. If we just keep winning. Keller's been pointless for a while now, which is worrisome. There he is. Never mind. He scores. Gostisbehere and Keller make it 2-0. Soderstrom and Nemestikov, while Dubois gets a power play goal, and Ehlers there. 6-3 win. Wright and Klingberg with 1 second left against the empty netter. Alright, Keller's no longer over a point a game. But, you know what? We're closing in on the Jets. That was a big win for us. Now we have the Blues and Wild, neither of which are ahead of us. Therefore, we should get the wins. But you never know. Alright, so Keller on the power play. Janmark scores for St. Louis. Perron, Palat, Schmaltz, and then Lyubushkin scores for St. Louis. No goals in the second. And Hayden scores in the third. Good win. Big win. Propelling ourselves to further excellence. Moved up to second, only tied with the Hawks, and then 4 points behind Colorado. Keller's over a point a game again. Fantastic. Okay, against Minnesota now. And then we have a game against Nashville the day after Christmas. Come on, win number 20 right here. McBain scores on Talbot. Yost ties it, but Klingberg makes it 2-1. Minnesota ties it at 2-2. Come on, come on. Alright, in the shootout. We get the win. Right in the shootout has been dynamite. I'm very glad I put him where I did in the shootout. We haven't lost a game in overtime because of him. We're 9-1 in our last 10. We are now pacing Colorado for the lead in the division. They have the same record as us basically, except they have same amount of wins. We have one more loss while they have 2 overtime losses. Okay, against Nashville, Colorado, and Edmonton to end off the year. Nashville power play goal. Why do we... Joe Thornton. Hayden and Perron. Now we're going to lose 5 in a row. I can't believe I just saw Joe Thornton playing. Scored, of course he did against us. Okay, we lose to one of the worst teams in our division, and now we play the best team in our division to try and tie them in the... And we're at home, so that probably means we're going to lose. So, let's see how this goes. Schmaltz. Schmaltz, and then Makar makes a 2-1. Schmaltz with the hat trick. Big up Schmaltz for coming in clutch here. Now we are tied with the Avalanche. If not, we are now in the lead of the division, but that is our 21st win. And Edmonton also has 21 wins. Now we play them next to end off the year, and then we play on January 1st. I wonder if we have the Winter Classic game. It's us in LA, and it's in LA. We're going to pretend that exists. No goals. The Nuge and Draisaitl. And Barry at the empty netter. We get shut out by Edmonton. Alright. Now we play LA and Chicago to start off the new year. And Dallas. Alrighty. No, nothing in the first. Keller and then Kopitar to cancel out each other. And Palaka gives us the winner. Very nice. Very nice. And now we play Chicago. Chicago and Dallas. Two must wins if we want to keep up with Colorado. They now went to 1 point ahead of us. That means they've played more games than us in this span. Okay, Radish on the power play. Radish and Kurashev. Right on the power play. Why does Yaskin score against us? It's like he's taunting me. And now the Blues are catching up. And we have 3 games in hand on them at least. Game in hand on Colorado. Alright, now you play Dallas in Dallas. They're running pretty hot right now. Right, Keller, Wright, Soderstrom, and then De La Andrea scores for Dallas. Gunther, and McBain. 5-1 win. Good win. Alright, you have 3 more games to play. Probably end around, I want to say, January 12th, maybe 11th. Alright, it's going to be on the 12th against the Panthers in Florida. Alright, so we play Vancouver, Nashville, Florida. The first 2 of those are at home. Alright, Kolchinik. Meyer scores shorthanded. Ekman Larson scores on the power play, and Podkolzin scores on the regular. Hughes. Wright scores on the power play, and Schmaltz gets a goal, but Podkolzin gets a second. Canucks win. This is frustrating, especially when I know we're so much better than this. We're pacing about 45 wins right now if we keep up what we're doing. If we can get to 25 wins in 41 games, I'll be happy with that. We got to beat Nashville this time. They embarrassed us last time, and we're at home. Keller on the power play, and Derek Ryan with his first goal of the season. Andre Palat. Shutout. Get the shutout. Excellent. Alright, now we play Florida, who's having a pretty good year to finish off how far we're going this season. I completely forgot about the trade block. Thank you for reminding me. I'll do that in a second. Keller's in the same spot he was last season, and the difference was we were trying to lose last season. Now we're trying to win, and now he's going for point number 40 in 41 games. Wright on the power play, and then Soderstrom on Bobrovsky. Chychrun, Wright, and Keller. He gets it. 6-0. Back-to-back shutouts with Jenik getting his first goal this season. Back-to-back shutouts and a 6-0 thrashing of the Florida Panthers. Alright, let's simulate to the game against Tampa. Keller with 21 goals in 41 games. We're first in the division. 50 points, tied with Colorado. No overtime losses. That's probably my favorite part of that. Let's look at the standings. Completely different spot than we were in the first half. Let's look at players. Keller, 41 points, 41 games. Wright, 32. Has he gone up anything yet? No. Schmaltz, 30. Hayden, 28. Palat, 25. Gunther, 23. Perron, 22. Surprised he hasn't scored more goals. So we have 5 guys who have more than 10 goals. McBain has 7. Very nice. Ryan's got 5 points. Alright. I'll give credit, Kola Chonik, he's been pretty decent. He got a +1. Gostisbehere, no penalty minutes, very nice. But you're not what you're doing last season. And you have like, what's going on? You had like 36 points by this time last season. It's your contract year. Do you want to be paid, don't you? Because you're not being paid by me when you playing like that. Goalies. Sorokin, 19-8, 5 shutouts with a .921 save percentage. This is why I acquired this man. Bravo, bravo. Huso, 6-9. Of course he is. With a .901 save percentage. Let's look at the minors. Coronar, 14-12 and 1, .907. Why is why is he not playing starter? You know, Coronar, you're probably gone after this year just because of this. He's got a 1.98 goals against. Oh, wait, no, I want all skaters. Let's look at Nate Smith. McCartney's now leading with Nate Smith. Kirk at 23 points, not bad. He's now at 76. Sayarvi, 77. He might be coming in next year to replace. Excuse me. Whoa, that was odd. I haven't sneezed in a while. But Sayarvi might be coming in to place Gostisbehere next year. Anyone else that's Juracek, only 8 points and a -5. Are you a two-way? Okay, it's not like you're an offensive defenseman. You're also not playing under great circumstances. All right, let's look at the entire league. McDavid 55, Pastrnak 54, Marchand, you know the deal. Keller's not too far off this list. There he is, Clayton Keller. He's only 24. Wow. How about goalies? Sorokin's getting in the top of the list now. He's played 27 games, opposed to many. Mike Smith, at 40 years old, has an X factor and is leading the league in almost every stat. Sorokin has save percentage, but he's got everything else, and goals against per game. So it's basically Sorokin and Smith for the Vezina at this point. Markstrom's probably going to be in that hunt. Bobrovsky, Hart's having a bounce-back year, but .901 save percentage. How about that? All right. Let's look at 25 and 16 and 41 games. Let's look at the entire league. 8th in the league, and we lead our division. We have a bad division, and that confirms it. So if we end up playing, we would end up playing Calgary in the first round, and they have more points than us. Oh my! I don't like the look of the way this. I hope we get some more wins going soon. Now let's look at the trade block because I made a point about that. If people I want to get rid of would include Domi. I don't want to get rid of Huso unless I might need to get rid of him because he hasn't performed well. Who would I want to get rid of? Gauthier has moved up to 66. This is what we want. Ghost. You're not performing what I want you to do. If I can go out and get someone at the deadline, maybe. Who else? Domi, Nemestikov. How many deals is your worth? 2 years. Domi, you have 2 years, and that's valuable cap space. Maybe Nemestikov. Domi can stay on the 4th line at that. Ryan, I'm fine paying him that. Yeah, I think that's fine for now. Goalies, actually. Coronar, you'd be gone, I think. I'll put you there just in case. I'm not going to offer a first round pick because those are valuable. And I still have a bunch of picks from this year as well, so we'll see how that goes to when that hits. Who's a free agent at this point in the year? I'm interested. No one that's knowable. Okay, got it. Yeah, there's not many notable names on here, and by none, is that Nick Ritchie? Nolan Ritchie. All right. uh, that's not. How about goalies? Uh, just these guys. Stalock is playing for the Hawks this next year. How is Wedgwood free agent? Korpisalo, Lindgren, Gorgiev, Dubnik. Tell me Alexander Gorgiev is now a fringe starter? Where did this come from? Alright, so now before we end this live stream and video off, excuse me, I think we can look at our scouting now. And we should probably do our scouting, because that would be a reasonable thing to do right now. Alright, so we got the queue now. A few guys we got to 4 bars. Alright. Not a great year for the queue, but still pick up whoever we can. Alright. There's a McKinnon in this draft. Okay, USA. I don't remember. Oh, we actually have many of the top ones done, so let's skip out there. And we already ran out. Okay, so these guys are the focus for the next little bit now. USA Central. You could just did USA East. Doing a lot better than their opponents. We have that guy Turco, whoever he is. He's fully done. And no one in the top 10 is done, so we can just do that. There we go. WHL. Berdard, we actually have done pretty well on this already. It would be crazy if we got Berdard, just like, out of nowhere. Whoever this guy is, he's very low, and I don't like it. Alright, so we already have the top 4. Let's do this guy. This guy, this guy, this guy. Anyone who's not 4 bars. Okay, you, not you, you, and that's 10. Alright. Okay, Extra Liga. Okay, so everyone here, basically. That's NHL Pacific. We got the Dell now. All these guys can go. Liga. We have to scroll down because it's a goalie. It's a pretty good goalie if he's predicted to go 81st overall. Okay, we already have you two. There we go. Russia. There we go. OHL. The annoying part of the game is just scouting. Just scrolling, just keep doing this. right. Oh, wait, no, that's 11. There we go. Stop there. Okay, NLA. Best players and predicted to go any high at all. Basically a bunch of nobodies. Alright, now we got the second portion of the queue. When I say the queue, it makes it sound like I'm like referring to a line of some sort. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this guy would be the guy to go. Yeah, we're way out of the zone already, but it's fine. Russia Part 2. Russia's bound to have a good year in this draft. They got a lot of picks inside the top 210, 220. Alright, so I already have all of these good. So then, oh wait, oh this top guy already has this guy already, so sweet. So I got a goalie here. There we go. SHL. Very easy one once again, just straight down, as none of them are 4 bars. Okay, OHL, WHL, Part 2s, and then USA West, and we're going to end this one off then. There that guy is. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So then 11 would be right here. Nope, you have 4 bars. There we go. WHL. Hopefully we get some better scouts in the next one, because they were all just C's again. I prefer like getting those A's and B's, those higher up ones. It was much more useful to have them when later on. Realize I skipped that guy up there, but I'm just gonna keep scrolling. Okay. Some guys that are pretty far down the list done, which we're gonna be picking probably later rounds this year, hopefully. So, right now, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this guy. Alright, USA West, who does not have many players, if I can recall. I'd be correct. Pretty awful, in fact. Finish them. So they're predicted to have 4 guys drafted. We'll see. There we go. Actually, let me go back to USA East. 'Cause I know. Theoretically, I can just scout everyone and see if I can, like, unlock. Because I know you're not technically fully scouted. Let's look at this guy. And Miles Betts. Okay, he actually is, like, all done. Oh, a puck on a string, he's still got 2 bars, so. Yeah, why not? We'll just get them all. Let's make sure they're all getting scouted. 9 out of 50. Alright, that's done. Well, let's look at some of the pending free agents this year, I guess, before we end off the episode to see who we can get interested in. There's someone I'm always interested in, and he is right at the top. I always usually pick up Nathan MacKinnon. Hope I can continue to do that. Alex DeBrincat, I know, is an RFA. Matthew Tkachuk, I guess I got the RFA deal done with him. Is he in Calgary? He is in Calgary. Signed a 1-year deal then. Letang, the Letang and Malkin both signed 1-year deals. They did. Larkin's up. Pavelski, Pacioretty, Hintz, Kyrou. Kyrou and Hintz are RFAs. Uyghur, Bertuzzi's probably an RFA. Horvat, Stützle, RFA. Yeah, Ghost is probably the best defenseman on this one of those lists. Dylan Cousins is RFA. Byram RFA. It's a pretty interesting upcoming year. How about goalies? Marc-Andre Fleury, Darcy Kemper. We don't really need goalies. 2 years. Hellebuck, Sorokin. Yeah, Sorokin's not going nowhere. So you have Matthews this year, and then you have McKinnon. If I can get Matthews and McKinnon, if the cap goes up to like 100 mil, I will so do it. I will so give them both 12.5 million if it means the cap is going up that much. And I still have 18 million in cap space, so I can afford one of them, that's for sure, right now. And by the end of the tenure, hopefully the cap space will have gone up enough that it's like pretty good. Then Draisaitl's a 90. Draisaitl is a 96, and he's all the way up there. Wow. By the time 3 years out, Tavares is going to be 35 and no longer an 88, that's for sure. But, yeah, that looks like all we have for this one. Anything else that I can think of? I did trading block already. So yeah, that looks like that's going to be it for this one. What's the record, actually? 23, 14, and 3. Are they in the playoffs? Look like they are, I think. Or close to a playoff spot, that is. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're watching this on YouTube, well, I hope you enjoy the entire thing. And if you end up watching it on Twitch, then because I know I've seen some people have viewed it on Twitch. That's cool. But it's going to be on YouTube primarily. That's the point of it. But don't want to do that now. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. See you guys tomorrow or whenever I do another video. Goodbye.